can I do this smaller rather than big circle, and instead of facing upwards, downwards. So, and if I can still have the same functionality by doing the variation of the gesture, then it would be acceptable. We ran this study in London as well, and a lot of people were very conscious about this is too visible. So if I'm lost and using this function, it will be in East London, it will be like advertising to thieves, like, look, I'm lost, and here's my phone. So take it. So again, that variation of whether I can do it smaller scale or have the option of making it a bit invisible, but still have the benefit of blind use, so you don't have to operate the phone looking at the screen, but you can activate certain function that takes naturally some time, like locating where you are, would be a still benefit. On the right side, well, it was an example to have kiss your phone to call your loved one, like your mom, or send a message to someone that you care a lot. We had a really nice couple of Malaysian ladies joining our study, and they were really giggling about this example. But they said, well, we are nurses, so it's not really hygienic to kiss the phone. So it's cute, but cannot be really acceptable. A lot of people from Middle East in particular also commented on kissing the phone that you can't really kiss non-human beings, so kissing the phone wouldn't be acceptable. So that was quite a common response. So these were just two examples, but once we did, well, we got lots of data, but the next stage was to really designing the gesture. And it might sound quite simple, but if you think about it, how would you design the gesture? It's very intangible product. So what we were doing back in the studio was to have our prototyping team building a platform. So basically, we don't really have a commercial product with all kinds of sensors that are available. So we made a super sensor platform so that we can prototype any ideas we come up with through the user study. We could actually try prototyping it using this platform. And it's really convenient tool because after all, the gesture design is comprised of what is the input boundary. So can I do it this big? Can I do it this big? What kind of feedback would the user get and experience? So which can be haptic feedback, sound feedback, and visual feedback. And tweaking that timing and the intensity and the range of the input can be all done through the graphical interface that came with a prototype. So we could, on one hand, use it to refine the design of the gestures that we were developing, but at the same time, we could use it to test. Because people, so far, our phases were asking people, what do you think? What do you think? By looking at examples, imagine situations. So we wanted to, again, test our ideas under development so that people can really feel how it feels and works in their hands. So this was a very short version of the presentation. Designing gestures is really like designing a language. So you may have lots of questions, where are we going to go from here? There are two aspects in the development. One is because Nokia has such a diverse product portfolio, we still want to make sure that we have some gestures as a common language across all Nokia products, because we don't want to make Nokia, make bubble tower across Nokia products that, that product works with turning the phone over, but that product is double tap. That wouldn't be a nice situation. So in the beginning, and also at the same time, by providing the baseline Nokia common gestures, we are educating the mass market about the gestural interaction. And then the next stage would be opening doors for third-party developers. What are the guidelines for the gesture development? Also available APIs using the sensors, but also personalization that we talked about. A lot of people were asking, can I make a gesture password to log into web services? I think it will come, but it will require more development in terms of how people can discover these invisible features and learn about that over time. So that was my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Younghee. I'll request you to kindly be with us.